Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. And as you can see, yesterday we went and tested the downside targets and are getting our reprieve bounce already. Looks like the support level held for the first test into it. And now we're going to see today where we close. Are we going to close? Well, ideally, it would be great to close above 20,000 at 25. If we don't, I am a little bit more precarious as the situation might be a little bit more sketchy. We might be coming back tomorrow and refilling in this area. Today is a very important day. There are going to be a lot of news articles coming out to show how inflation is doing, as well as what is the people's plans for recouping these funds from these crypto exchanges that are either insolvent or like the owners are missing, where the investors can't recoup their funds. So situations like that is going to put some selling pressure on the market, obviously, because people are in fear and panic mode. So be careful for this, because yeah, we're getting a relief rally. But yesterday I said if we get to this 19 thousand to $300 area, if we don't get a bounce, we'll probably go into that 19,000, and then if we lose 19,000, we'll go test 17.5. So today we are officially trying to see if we are going to close above 20k or not. If we don't close above 20k and we find rejection over here at like $19,500 area, then we're going to probably roll down and test that previous day low, which is around 19,200. And if we lose it this time, well, we can start the path to the downside. Today, if we can just hold around 19,600-700 and just close around there, that'd be great. So tomorrow we have an opportunity to go test into that 21 again and see if we get rejected or not. Let's go to this 4-hour here. On the 4-hour, as you can see, we have a little bit more. We can go into the 21, maybe around 20,200, and then we more than likely will probably get a little bit of a pullback continuation to the downside. It can consolidate here in this range. Okay, we can just wiggle around here today, and then we can break out or break down. But the fact that we tested this $19,200 area, I'm very hesitant to say that we're not going to test this 17.5 now. I'm not convinced that this support was strong enough to hold, because this is our fourth tap into it. I think one more roll around and we will actually go down, fill out that measured move you're looking for. Maybe even after 17.5, we can probably cause some real damage, basically. We have this level over here, completely at 16.7, and then we have 14,000 and under. So yeah, yesterday another famous YouTuber was claiming around 13, and then he's like he would even be happy with 8. So let's see how everything plays out. All I know is that this range, when it does break down, oh, what did I do? Looking for something like this back here. Unfortunately, guys, if we lose this support, I expect something like this. If we hold the support, when we break to the top side, I'm looking for something like that. At this point, the triangle still consolidating and filling out, the one we had yesterday on our video. But right now we're in this tight range. And if this range breaks, it'll probably come up to this eye to see if we can shorts. And then if we go to the downside, we're probably going to go touch the one-to-one extension and then retest the breakdown and then roll over again and whatnot. So we are in this tight little range today, and it's really only between 19.6 and 19.3. So like right over here, because this is the golden pocket. We can claim above here. With 4-hour open and closes, we can look for higher. If we can't claim above here and we start closing more candles under 19,500 with like 4 hours open and closing, then we're going to be probably getting towards this lower target. So right now the volume to the upside is already subsiding. So let's get ready for the market to open. When New York session starts, maybe we climb up into this $20,500 area if we're lucky, but at least like around 20,300, which was my area for yesterday. And we can tap into that and then roll on down. If we do get open and closes above it, then we can start looking for the breakout. Okay. Yeah. Forward. Breakout will probably come from this bit here. So we can look for it to come up to here, and then if it gets rejected, that's fine. Look for some support on this fib here. If we get rejected from this fib here around 20,500, yeah, I think the downside is going to be much more obvious. That's one thing on the week. Okay. Weekly. Probably. Forward as well. What is Bitcoin doing? The fact that these values have moved is something that you have to reevaluate. Now this is our daily, so if we can't even get above this level here around 20,300, we're obviously going to go look for lower. Once we get above 20,300, we can look for higher level. Why am I? Okay, I apologize. The daily is right here. And how funny is that? That makes more sense. Losing the daily on close will initiate the measured move to the downside. And the daily is around 18.8. Okay. The weekly is right on that, if I'm not mistaken. No, the weekly's all the way at 15,000, which was my next level. After losing 17.5-ish, I was looking for 15-ish, and after 15 is obviously 14, 13, 8, etc., etc., etc. But these is the targets I'm looking for right now, and losing this daily level will already make us go right to this measured move of 1496. So let's see how that plays out. All right, I'm gonna go to an hourly, and then we are gonna go to Ethereum. So on the hourly, we are testing into the 55 right now. If we are rejecting from the 55, then I'm gonna assume that this is our level of support right here, 19.5. Losing 19.5, we're gonna look for lower. All right, we are very close to the bottom of the range too, so be careful. But the hourly still has a time and chance. We can probably test into like 20,300-ish and then roll over. This was where I was looking for yesterday anyway, and we were shy about $300, but today we're basically filling in that breakdown area, and then hopefully we can continue up here. So let's see. All right, let's go to the Ethereum chart. All right, Ethereum, doing all kinds of stuff. So Ethereum also put in the support over here. It's trying to do like a W bottom formation after one leg, two leg, three leg. This is the third leg here. Usually we find this to be the accumulation and the rise up. That's why I have this triangle consolidation occurring here. If this triangle consolidation breaks to the upside, we have our upper targets. If it breaks to the downside, we have our lower targets. And I'm going to turn off all of those drawings. What we are hoping for today is a close above 1,065. That way tomorrow we have opportunity to continue into the 21, which is around 1150. Closing under obviously 1143, we are looking for lower targets to the downside. This is the RD. Let me just adjust our lines real quick. Losing this level here, about $1,000, we're going to be gunning to the downside, and it's going to not be nice because this is going to be the fourth tap of the support. It's going to get ugly. Where do we go before I would do this? Here's our weekly, our monthly. Wow, so Ethereum is disgusting because it is saying that we still have like $400 wiggle room to the downside after this weekly fails. So basically, it's asking for us to just continue. Like this is just looking for another straight leg down, and it's gonna take another week to do it. I'm just gonna look at the daily now. Those higher time frames are looking very, very bearish. So right now we are basically consolidating, and this was the range we were in. If you can see that little orange box, we're in this little orange box consolidation. We have our fibs for the upside, we have our fibs to the downside, and then we're consolidating in this like formation, whatever you want to call it. We have basically tested into the golden pocket and we lost it. So now we have this as our resistance to the upside. This was a 4 hour, maybe it's a little bit easy. No, it's not. So we are consolidating in this little channel to the downside. We broke down out of this channel to the upside. Change the color. Darker. There you go. Fine. And then we have our large encompassing triangle consolidation. There you go. A little bit better. I'm sorry. Best I can do for now. There you go. Okay, this is as good as it's going to get for now. The point we're trying to make here is that the consolidation already lost the pocket of support. Now we're testing the downside. We are basically between the equilibrium and the previous day low. If we can't start closing 4 hours above 1064, we're gonna roll on over, and basically it's gonna be in danger of filling out this measured move to the downside. Once this daily level is lost, it's gonna push it down like that. What else can I mention? EMAs are to the downside. So if we do get up, maybe we'll get into that 21 EMA, which is around 1100. But then closing here is a good thing because now we are back accepted into this descending blue channel. And this descending blue channel is where I would want the bottom to be a long potential with the stop loss right outside of the channel. So we are fighting the mid channel of this green descending channel, and we are trying to get back into this descending blue channel and 21 EMA. So there's 3 points of confluence as well as the golden pocket. So we have 4 points of confluence to be like, hey, if we reclaim this area, the possibility for this to turn into a nice long is there. And then breaking out of this triangle consolidation after this price accumulates into this area will initiate this even larger push up to the higher EMAs. And yeah, so all of this is built up and ready. We just need the Ethereum like buyers to step up because the volume is declining right now, and we already look like we're about to hit into resistance at that 21 EMA. So if after 55 minutes we just put in a doji here and start rolling on over, well, hopefully we find our support over here again at the $1,000 mark. But losing $1,000 with 4-hour open and closes, you're going to initiate the move to the downside, and then we have a naked point of control over here at 950. And then we have 829 as our target of this consolidation, one-to-one extension. And hopefully the previous month's low is what gives us our bounce at 879, so we don't go lower. If we go lower than 879, that means that now we are bearish engulfing even on a monthly, and we can look for some much lower targets. Well, we are already, losing that low is not going to bearish engulf us. It just means that we never put in our relief rally. We're just continuing to the downside. So it's going to be next month that we're going to have to look to see if we can find a bottom. And the bottom for the month is all the way at around 450. So just keep it as realistic as possible. I think Bitcoin, I think Ethereum is going to consolidate here before we go to the upside. Let's see if 879 gets tapped again. If 879 gets tapped and we break through it, then I'm looking for this 432, and then we can look for upside. So weekly wise, this was a dead cat bounce. Now this week we already bearish engulfed. That dead cat bounce, those 2 weeks were on high volume, didn't go nowhere. This low volume candle took all that volume out, all that price action out. And now if we continue to the downside this week, we have 4 more days. This just looks bad, guys. Just looks bad. So keep your targets to the downside ready, even if this euphoric bounce situation is starting. With the information that's going to be released today, like with CPI, this is already priced in. If the CPI data is not as bad as everyone thinks, we're going to see an epic rally short squeeze. If the data is terrible, and then we're going to just see the bottom of the support break down, and you're going to see a lot more people short. So you'll see a fast move down because all the longs will stop losses will all get triggered. It'll be a very quick move to the downside. So if you don't know what to do, today's a good day not to do anything. Stay and watch the show. Wait for your targets, those large targets, those weekly or monthlies, and then try to take a trade off those with a quick stop loss. Aside from that, guys, be careful. We're getting close to the end of the week, so this is supposed to be the highest volume day, midweek reversal Wednesday. So let's see where the volume is going to go. Give the market some time to show you, and then take your plan accordingly. We are near bottom, or we are basically on the next leg to the bottom. We are near bottom, or we're about to start a new leg with the one-to-one extension to the bottom, and that'll be the 4th leg. So it's going to be mean if the market makers do that, but this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to take the money, and a lot of money right now is stacked right under these levels. Here's a naked point of control at 1,000, and another nice one at 954, which is only a $50 move. And then you have your monthly, which is another $100 under there. So we have about $200-300 wiggle room consolidation occurring right now. So, and the downside is much closer than the upside. So that's the bad part about it, guys. Be defensive. I will talk to you guys soon. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you guys get these real-time updates. If there's any questions or concerns, feel free to ask them in chat, and I will get back to you ASAP. There's also a Discord membership in the description in the group, which is to our free group where we talk all day about charting and other assets. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to speak with you guys today. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Trade smart.